Let me pull up my notes. Okay, so we are at reading. Please get your book
Reading. Okay.
and open to page 179. And last headword was as. Okay, so
Just more
please
focus.
start at the next one. As, not as themes. So start with season, spring, summer. 179.
Uh,
Lesson 29.
29.
Lesson 29. 179 paragraph page.
As not as James. Is the table as high as the door? No, the table isn't as high as the door. It's lower than the door.
Hmm.
Is this building as high as Mount Everest? No, this building isn't as high as Mount Everest. It's lower than Mount Everest.
Hmm.
Is the river Thames as long as the Nile? No, the river Thames isn't as long as the Nile. It's shorter than the Nile. Is Spain as large as South America? No, Spain isn't as large as South America. It's smaller than South America.
Hmm.
Seasons, spring, summer, autumn, winter. Tell me the names of the four seasons of the year, please. The names of the four seasons of the year are spring, summer, autumn, and winter. What season are we in now? We are in summer now.
Hmm.
What was the last season? Last season was spring. What will next season be? Next season will be autumn.
Awesome. Good.
Precede, follow. Which day precedes Wednesday? Tuesday precedes Wednesday. Does Thursday precede Wednesday? No, Thursday doesn't precede Wednesday. It follows it. Which number follows the number 13? 14 follows the number 13. Do you precede me out of the classroom after the lesson? No, we don't precede you out of the classroom after the lesson. We follow you. Do I precede you into the classroom before the lesson? No, you don't precede us into the classroom before the lesson. You follow us.
Hmm.
When? When do you have your breakfast? I have my breakfast at 7 a.m. When does the lesson begin? The lesson begins at 9:30 a.m.
Hmm.
When do you get up in the morning? I get up at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Okay. Very good. So that's the end of reading. Let's move on to revision. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
Okay.
Is the sun shining at the moment? Is the sun shining at the moment? Yes or no?
Yes.
The sun is
It's
shining
sun
at the
shining in
moment.
the night.
Very good. Does the sun shine during the night? Does the sun shine during the night? No.
No,
The sun doesn't
sun
shine
doesn't shine
during
during
the
the night.
night. Very good. Can you see well during the night if the moon isn't shining? Can we see well at night if the moon isn't shining? No, we can't
No,
see well
we can see well
during the night if the
during the night.
moon isn't shining.
Isn't
We
shining.
see badly.
We see badly.
Very good. Okay, next. Are there any clouds in the sky today? Are there any clouds in the sky today? Yes or no?
Yes, there
There are
are
some
some
clouds in the
clouds
sky today.
today.
Wait, what are clouds made of? What are clouds made of? Clouds are
Clouds
made
made
of water.
made of water.
Very good. Do you go to bed early? Do you go to bed early? Yes or no?
Yes, I go to bed early.
Do you get up late? Do you get up late? Yes or no?
No,
I
I
don't
don't get
get
up
up late. I get up
late.
early.
I get up early.
Very good. Do students in the school generally come into the classroom later than the teacher? Do students in the school generally come into the classroom later than the teacher? No.
No,
The students
the
in the
student
school
in the school
don't
generally
generally come into the
comes
classroom
to the classroom
later than the teacher.
as the
They
teacher.
generally come into the classroom
Into the
earlier
classroom
than he does.
as he does.
Where get who gets up the earliest in your family? Who gets up the earliest in your family? I get up.
Uh, I get up
The earliest
uh,
in my family.
earliest family.
Who gets up the latest in your family? Who gets up the latest in your family? My
Uh, my wife
gets up
gets
the
up
latest in my
latest
family.
my family.
Very good. Is it light during the night? Is it light during the night? No, it
No,
isn't
it
light
is
during
night.
the night.
Night.
It's dark
It's
during the
dark
night.
during the night.
Is it dark in here now? Is it dark in here now? No,
No,
it isn't dark
it isn't
in
dark
here now. It's
here
light.
now. It's white.
Can you see in the dark? Can you see in the dark? No, I
Oh,
can't see in the dark.
really dark.
Wait, is your Callan book light blue? Is your Callan book light blue? No, my
No,
Callan book
my current book
isn't light
is
blue.
blue.
It's
It's
dark blue.
blue.
Very good. Which is the largest station in your town? Which is the largest station in your town?
Osaka Station
Is the station.
is,
Oh, moment.
is a
Osaka Station is
Osaka
the
Station.
largest station
It's the
in my
largest
town.
station in my town.
And what kind of station is that? A train station or a bus station? And what kind of station is that? A train station or a bus station? It's a
Uh,
train
it's a
station.
train station and bus station.
Ah, at the
Both
same
of
time. Okay, one more.
them.
It's a train and a bus
It's a
station.
and bus station.
Ah, that's why it's big. Okay, next. Is there a bus stop near the building you live in? Is there a bus stop near the building you live in? Yes or no?
Yes,
There is a
yes,
bus stop
there is a bus stop
near the building I live
at where
in.
I'm living.
Very good. What's a millionaire? What's a millionaire? A millionaire
A
is a
millionaire
person
is
who
a
has a
person
million
who has
pounds or
£1 million
more.
or more.
Tell me the names of some millionaires. Tell me the names of some millionaires, please. The
Yeah.
names
The
of
names
some
of
millionaires are
uh, Bill Gates,
Elon Musk,
Elon
etc.
Musk, etc.
Have we got as much money as a millionaire? Have we got as much money as a millionaire? No,
No,
I haven't got
I haven't
as much money
got
as a
much money
millionaire.
as a
I've got
millionaire.
less money
I've got less
than a
money
millionaire.
than a millionaire.
Very good. Is Mount Everest very high? Is Mount Everest very high? Yes, Mount
Yes,
Everest
Mount,
very
Mount
high.
Everest, it's Mount Everest is very high.
Very good. Are there very few people in China? Are there very few people in China? No,
No,
there aren't
there
very
aren't
few people
few
in
people.
China. There are
There
very many
are
people
people
in China.
in China.
Is it very cold in Africa? Is it very cold in Africa? No, it
No,
isn't
it's
very cold
very
in
cold
Africa.
in
It's
Africa,
very hot in
but
Africa.
not in Africa.
Is Japan very near England? Is Japan very near England? No,
No,
Japan isn't
Japan is
very
very
near England. It's very
near
far
England.
from England.
It's very far from England.
Where do you get up very early? Do you get up very early? Yes or no?
No,
I don't
I
get
don't
up
get up
very early.
very.
Very good. I get up late.
I get a break.
Where do you speak English very well? Do you speak English very well? No, I don't
No,
speak
speak
English very
English,
well, but I speak it
but
well enough.
I speak it well enough.
Very good. What's the opposite of happy? What's the opposite of happy? The opposite
The
of
opposite
happy
of
is
happy is
unhappy or
happy.
sad.
What's that?
Are people sad at the beginning of a holiday? Are people sad at the beginning of a holiday? No.
No,
People aren't sad
people
at the
and
beginning.
say not as said
One more.
at the
No.
beginning.
People
No,
aren't sad
and said
at the beginning of
at
a
the beginning
holiday.
of a
They're
holiday.
happy.
They are happy.
Where good are my hands apart? Are my hands apart? No. Your
No,
hands aren't
their hands
apart.
don't apart
They're together.
together.
Do you live apart from your family? Do you live apart from your family? Yes or no?
Yes.
I live apart from my
Apart from
family.
my family.
Very good. Okay. Are you in that room together with other people? Are you in that room together with other people? Yes or no?
No,
I'm not in this
I'm
room
not. I'm not in
together
this
with
room
other
with
people.
other people.
Very good. What do you eat for your lunch apart from bread? What do you eat for your lunch apart from bread? I eat meat,
I eat meat,
vegetables, etc.
vegetable,
for my
etc.
lunch
For my lunch,
apart
apart
from
from
bread.
bread.
Very good. Do you study anything apart from English? Do you study anything apart from English? Yes or no?
Oh, yes.
I
I
study
study
something
something
apart from
apart
English.
from English.
Very good. Apart from me, is anybody in this room sitting? Apart from me, is anybody in this room sitting? No.
No,
Apart from you,
apart from you,
nobody in that
nobody
room is sitting.
from sitting.
Who lives in your house or in your flat apart from you? Who lives in your flat apart from you? My wife.
My wife,
Live in
my
my flat
wife,
apart from
in
me.
apart from me.
Apart from me. Very good. Okay. So that's the end of revision. Let's have new word.
Yeah,
Okay. So let's start. Okay. Repeat. Better than.
better than,
Worse than.
worse than,
Pole.
poor.
Very good. Okay. Listen. We use better than when we're comparing one thing or person with another. For example, you speak Japanese well. You speak English well enough. Or we can say you speak Japanese better than you speak English. Worse than is the opposite of better than. For example, you speak English worse than you speak Japanese. A
Yeah,
pole is a noun, which means a place found in either ends of the world. For example, North Pole and South Pole. The North Pole is a better place to live in than Paris. It's a worse place to live in than Paris. Okay, so let's practice. Do you speak English better than your language? Do you speak English better than your language? No, I don't
no,
speak English
I speak
better
English, but
than my
but
language. I
language.
speak it worse
I speak
than
it
my
well,
language.
my language.
Reggie, do you think Paris is a worse place to live in than the North Pole? Do you think Paris is a worse place to live in than the North Pole? No, I
No,
don't think
I don't
Paris
think
is
Paris
a worse place
the worst
to
place
live in than the North
to
Pole.
live is the North
I
Pole.
think it's a better place
I think it's better
to live
place
in than the
to live
North
in
Pole.
than the North Pole.
Greg, is a Suzuki a better car than a Rolls Royce? Is a Suzuki a better car than a Rolls Royce? No. A
No, I
Suzuki
don't.
isn't a
Suzuki
better
is
car
better
than a
car
Rolls
than
Royce. It's a
Rolls
worse
Royce.
car
Worst car,
than a Rolls Royce.
Rolls
Is
Royce.
the NC supermarket a worse supermarket than ABC supermarket? Is NC supermarket a worse supermarket than ABC supermarket? Yes or no? Let's say
Yes,
yes. NC
this is
supermarket
supermarket.
is a worse supermarket kind of
Was supermarket
than
is
ABC supermarket.
everything supermarket.
Very good. Next, repeat capital letter.
Capital letter.
Very good. Okay, listen. So, we use capital letters at the beginning of a sentence for the pronoun I and for the first letter of people's name, tatay, place names, days of the week, months of the year, nationalities, and
Mm.
languages. Okay, let's practice. Does the word Monday begin with a capital M? Does the word Monday begin with a capital M? Yes or no?
Yes.
The word Monday
About one day
begins with a
begins
capital M.
capital M.
Bracket, when do we use capital letters? When do we use capital letters? We use
We use
capital letters
capital
at the
letters
beginning of a
at
sentence.
the beginning
Of a sentence,
of a
the
sentence.
pronoun I,
Now I,
and for the first letter
with the first letter
of people's names,
of people's name,
place names,
place
days of the
name,
week,
day of the week,
months of the year,
and some
months of the year,
months of the year,
nationalities,
nationalities,
and languages.
and languages.
Very good. Okay. Where do you think is the best place in your country to live? Where do you think is the best place in your country to live? I think
Uh, I think Osaka
is
is
the
the
best
best
place in my country to
my
live.
country for live.
Very good. Which do you think is the worst day of the week? Which do you think is the worst day of the week? I think
I think
Monday,
what
Wednesday
Monday.
is the worst day
I was
of
today.
the week. Very good. What was your best subject at school? What was your best subject at school?
What is that?
Your best
My
subject at school. Favorite subject.
subject.
History,
Uh,
math, English.
worst
Best
best. What mathematics
was my best subject
was my best subject
at school.
at school.
What was your worst subject at school? What was your worst subject at school?
History.
Was my worst subject
My worst subject
at
in
school.
school.
Very good. Okay, next repeat. Game.
Game.
Rugby.
Oh,
Rugby. Like
rugby.
the sport. Rugby.
Rugby.
Golf.
Warm.
Golf. Like playing golf.
Go.
Basketball.
Basketball.
Card.
Uh,
With a like birthday card. Card.
card. Go.
Okay, listen. The word game, rugby, golf, basketball, and card are all nouns. For example, children like to play games. The
Yeah.
name of some games in which we use a ball are football, tennis, rugby, golf, basketball, etc. Okay,
Yeah.
let's practice. What kind of games do you like the best? What kind of games do you like the best? The kind of games
The kind of
I
games
like the best are
I like best go
golf and
for hand baseball.
baseball. Very good. Okay. Do children like playing games? Do children like playing games? Yes or no?
Yes,
Children
children
like playing
like
games.
playing game.
Very good. Tell me the name of a card game. Tell me the name of a card game, please. The name
Okay. The
of a
name
card game
of the card game
is
is
card
card
game.
game
Poker.
Pokemon. Poker.
Poker, like Pokemon card also.
Pokemon card.
Very good. It's also a card game. Very good. Okay. Next. Name me some games in which we use a ball. Name me some games in which we use a ball, please. Some games
Some
in
games
which we
we
use a ball.
use which
We
we
use a
use
ball
for
are football,
uh,
tennis,
football,
rugby,
tennis,
golf,
rugby, golf,
basketball, etc.
basketball, etc.
Very good. Next, repeat. Look at,
Look at,
watch.
watch.
Very good. Okay, listen. The difference between to look at and to watch is that we use to look at for something that is still, whereas we use to watch for something that is moving. Okay, let's practice. What's the difference between to look at and to watch? What's the difference between to look at and to watch? The difference
The difference
between to
between
look at
look
and to
to look
watch
and to watch
is that
is
we
that
use to look at
you
for
that
something that is
or
still,
or something
that is still,
that is still
whilst we use
was we
to
use to
watch
watch
for something
or
that
something
is moving.
that is moving.
Moving. Very good. Okay, look at my hand. Look at my hand, please. What are you doing? I'm looking at your
I'm
hand.
looking at your hand.
Now watch my hand. Watch my hand, please. What are you doing? I'm watching
I'm
your
looking
hand.
at your hand.
Very good. Okay, is it right to say I'm watching that picture? Is it right to say I'm watching that picture? No, it
No,
isn't right
it is
to
right.
say you're watching
There,
that
your watch
picture.
You watch
You're watching that
what
picture.
you're watching at the picture
Why not? Why not? Because the
because
picture still.
it's still
What must I say instead? What must I say instead? You must say
you must
you're
say you
looking at the picture
at the
instead.
picture
Again, is it
is
right? Is it right to say we look at a game of football? Is it right to say we look at a game of football? No, it
no,
isn't
it
right to
isn't
say
right, right? You say
we look at a game of football.
that look at a game of football
Why not? Why not? Because a
because
game of
a game
football moves.
with football
What
moves.
must we say instead? What must we say instead? We must say
You must
we
say
watch a game
you watch a
of
game of
football instead.
football. It's
Instead, very good. Next,
bed,
repeat the living room.
living room.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word living room is a noun. The living room is the room in which families generally watch TV. Oh, okay, so let's practice. In which room do families generally watch TV? In which room do families generally watch TV? Families
Families
generally watch TV
watch TV
in the
in
living room.
living room.
Very good. Next, repeat why.
Why?
To do.
To do.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word why is an adverb. We use it when we want to ask someone about something, whereas we use to do to answer a question. For example, why do people go to restaurants? People go to restaurants to eat good food. Why do children study maths at school? Children study maths at school to learn about numbers. Why are you doing an English course? I'm doing an English course to learn how to speak English well. Okay, let's practice. Why
Yeah.
do people go to restaurants? Why do people go to restaurants? People go to
People go
restaurants
to
to eat
restaurants
good food.
to eat good food.
Very good. Why do children study math at school? Why do children study math at school? Children study
Children
maths at
in
school
class at
to
school
learn about numbers.
run about numbers.
Very good. Why are you doing an English course? Why are you doing an English course? I'm doing
I'm
an
doing
English course
English
to
course
learn how to
run
speak English
how
well.
to speak English well.
Very good. Next, repeat. Gerund.
Journal.
Amor. Gerund.
Journal.
Preposition plus noun. Amor. Preposition plus noun.
Preposition just now.
Very good. Okay, listen. A gerund is a noun that we make by putting the letters ing at the end of a verb.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. For example, speaking, eating, and coming. In English, after a preposition, we use a noun. For example, on the table, after the lesson. If we want to say an action after a preposition, we use the gerund, not the infinitive. For example, we say for buying, after eating, etc. Yeah, let's practice. Do we use the gerund for the infinitive after a preposition? Do we use the gerund or the infinitive after a preposition? We use the gerund
We use gerund
after a preposition.
after a preposition.
Give me some examples. Give me some examples, please. Before coming,
Before coming,
after taking,
after taking,
for buying, etc.
for buying, etc.
etc. What is a gerund? What is a gerund? A gerund is a
A
noun
gerund is a
that we
noun
make
that we
by
make
putting the letters
by putting the letter
ing at the
ing
end of a verb.
at the end of verb.
Very good. Which do you think is the best shop in your town for buying men's clothes? Which do you think is the best shop in your town for buying men's clothes? I think
I think
Uniqlo is the
Uniqlo
best shop in
is
my
the best
town
town
for buying men's
for
clothes. Men's
buying
clothes.
clothes.
Do you agree? No.
Yeah?
Okay. Next. What do you do before coming to school each day? What do you do before coming to school each day? I. Eat
Uh,
breakfast.
I eat breakfast
Uh-huh.
before
Coming
uh,
to school
coming to school
each day.
each day.
Very good. Are you good at playing football? Are you good at playing football? Yes or no?
Yes,
I'm good at
I'm good at playing
playing
football.
football. Very good.
Yeah.